Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of College Hockey Talk. On today's podcast, I'm joined by two freshmen from the Holy Cross women's hockey team, Emma Min and Mackenzie King. Welcome to the podcast, guys, and how's everything going? Thank you both for coming on.
Yeah, we're doing good. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, it's going well.
Awesome. Well, you guys just finished your freshman season, so I guess looking back on this past season, what have you both taken away from the team's performance this year and just your first year in college hockey?
Yeah, I think this year proved that we can definitely compete with like all the teams in Hockey East, and we came like really close in a lot of games. And yeah, we're just like definitely a fierce competitor in Hockey East, and we have like a lot more to prove still.
Yeah, like going off what she said, it was a great group this year. We had a lot of great opportunities to push like our agenda this year for Hockey East. A lot of close games, 1-goal games, overtime games.
Yeah.
And I loved our team. We had a really tight-knit group. So I really wouldn't have done it any other way. I just think that next season we're going to have a lot to prove.
Mm-hmm.
And academically, how is things going as well? Because that's obviously an adjustment from high school as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're both pursuing a science major right now. And it was definitely like an adjustment, like coming from high school and like balancing like our busy hockey schedules with like academics. But with like study hall and like the professors are all like super understanding with athletes and stuff. So I think overall like it was a good experience.
Yeah, it was definitely a good experience. The transition was not easy. I think we can both say that like high school to college, especially with like the type of school the Holy Cross is, they push you pretty hard. It was definitely a lot easier with our teammates' help though. I think we had a lot of teammates that were willing to help us study and like help our study habits, and we were always doing study halls and working together like on academics, which helped a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. And obviously, with your senior years, you probably had to deal with some COVID, I guess, regulations.
Yeah.
So going from that to kind of a normal college experience must be an adjustment as
Yeah.
well.
No, definitely.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Going from like Zoom for like classes and stuff to coming here and like actually having to like do work and like not have senioritis anymore, like that was definitely hard.
Yeah, for sure.
And obviously, you have to take those gen ed classes. What's like the, I guess, hardest class you've had to take this year so far?
Bio.
Yeah, we both took bio last semester, and then I'm in Calc 2 right now, which is pretty tough. So I'd probably say like those are the hardest.
Bio and Calc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a math guy, so I definitely have to agree with you on that. I did take algebra last semester, and that was tough. And that's usually more easy in math classes.
Anything with numbers.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, you guys lost to Providence in the Hockey East playoffs. From your perspective, what did you take away from that game, and how will your team use that game heading into next season to do better in the playoffs?
Yeah, like we were kind of saying before, like we were so close, taking Providence to overtime. Yeah, it just like proved that like we were right there. And it's definitely very motivating going into next season because we know that like we can beat teams like Providence and stuff. And yeah, I mean, it was definitely frustrating like coming so close and then losing in overtime to them. But we're just definitely going to like build off that going into next season. And yeah, like we have a lot more to prove.
No, yeah, definitely. I feel like playing Providence was like a lot different than any other team just because we sent them to overtime 2 or 3 times. I think like our momentum going into those games was definitely like we have a chance to win this every single game. I definitely think that we should just be ready for some 3-on-3 overtime hockey next year.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever done 3-on-3 overtime hockey and like when you're in with your junior teams, or do they not have that rule?
I think we did 4-on-4.
We had 4-on-4
when
as
I
well.
played at Penn. I think we did 4-on-4 like a decent amount.
Yeah, we had 4-on-4 as well.
Do you like the 3-on-3 better? I like it because it makes less ties happen, and I hate ties personally. But also, I feel like you can also see the speed and skill that a lot of these college hockey players have. And with the 3-on-3 overtime, to see the time and space that these players have, like you guys, it's cool to watch as a fan.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a whole different ball game. I think like it really showcases like our best players and the speed and the talent that we do have. I think we can see that a lot when we play on 3-on-3.
Yeah, and I think just like 3-on-3 like makes it anybody's game kind of. There's so much time and space, and like for us it was just like kind of a bad bounce, and
yeah,
we lost the game. So I think like with 3-on-3 hockey it really can go either way.
Yeah, definitely.
And it seemed like your team improved a lot from the beginning of the season to that playoff game against Providence. I guess what'd you see in improvements that your team made? Like what'd you guess? I guess what'd you guys do during the season to make the improvements that your team made to have closer games and also beat top teams in the conference?
I think just like after every game, we like reflected as a group and like kind of talked about like what we need to do to keep building and keep like elevating. And like we just made adjustments throughout the year to like how teams were playing and what we needed to do.
Yeah, I just feel like we were a very dynamic group. We watched film, we did our work outside of the rink, and I think that like as the season went on, like we became so close, and I think like our chemistry as a team got much better as the season went on. And I think like we just started to like get that momentum going, and then like the games got so much closer and so much like our chemistry again just got so much better, and we were moving the puck like really well and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I now want to transition and talk about the beginning of your hockey careers and kind of work all the way up to where you are now today and with Holy Cross. So I'll start off with Mackenzie. You're from Pennsylvania. What's it like growing up there, and how did you start playing hockey?
Growing up in Pittsburgh was great. It's a great hockey city. There was a lot of people on my side growing up like that got me into hockey. I actually was figure skating until I was like 4 or 5. I started playing hockey due to like Sidney Crosby's Learn to Play program. So I got like the bag of free gear and stuff, and I started like learning how to skate and learning how to like stick handle and shoot when I was 6, maybe. And I just like ended up in my hometown rink. I played boys hockey for a while, and then I got into playing at Penn's.
Nice. Were the Penguins and Crosby your favorite team and player growing up?
All like my entire childhood, I had like this obsession with Crosby like for so long. Yeah, but I grew up loving the Penguins. I went to tons of games. I was super excited to wear like 86 for Pens because it was just like one number off from Crosby. But no, I loved Crosby and I loved the Penguins like growing up.
Who wore 87 that you couldn't wear 87 for with the Pens?
Oh my gosh. One of my childhood friends, Becky, wore 87 when I started at Pens. And then when I first picked a number when I was playing like mites, obviously at my like little boys team that I played on. But we did it by like birth years. So like I was a 2002. So the 2001s got to like pick their number first, and somebody had already picked it. And I was fuming to say the least. I was a little upset. So.
Hey, was 71 not taken too? Because you could have taken.
No, all of those numbers were taken.
Yeah.
I wanted 88 too, and they already took that too. So.
Yeah, I dealt with a similar experience just because growing up in Mass, it's like the 2001 birthdays. It goes from January to December, and I'm a late 2001. I'm born in like later November of 01.
No,
so
I'm November. I was late, so I was always behind the times.
So I was always the youngest on the team, so I feel that I know exactly what you went through with the last number on the team.
Always the short end of the stick. Unbelievable.
Now, Emma, you're from London, Ontario. Talk about growing up there and how did you start playing hockey?
Yeah, so I actually started playing ringette in London, and then it wasn't until I moved to the Northwest Territories for a year, when I was like 10 or 11, I think, that I started playing hockey, and I just fell in love with the game. And then when I moved back to London, I just continued playing ever since. So my whole hockey career in London, I played with the London Devilettes up until the London Junior Devilettes, obviously. And yeah, like the London Devilettes just like did so much for me in terms of like developing me and getting me ready to play at the next level. And yeah, overall it was just a like really positive experience growing up. And yeah.
Yeah, who was your favorite player growing up? Was it someone on the London Knights or was it a women's player on like the national team?
I would have to say like, yeah, kind of like all the women on like the national team, Brianne Jenner, like Haley Wickenheiser, like all of them. I just like really looked up to them a lot and like was like definitely inspired by them.
Now, before college hockey, Mackenzie, you played for the Pittsburgh Penguins elite program under head coach Chris Stern. How did you get the opportunity to go with that organization? Was it kind of just like youth hockey, you worked all the way up to there, or did you like have to join and try it out?
It was kind of different for different girls. I actually played for like my school, and I played boys hockey, and then I just like I needed to try out for a girls team so that I could get like exposure to the next level. But I played girls hockey like pretty much my whole life. I started playing on like the U10 team and then I worked my way up to the U19 team. It's just kind of you try out, you make the team. But there was definitely a couple years where I had to like work my ass off to like be on the team. So I was like really grateful to like be on that program. They look out for everyone. It was a great program.
Yeah, and how did that program help prepare you for college hockey with Holy Cross?
I'd have to say like the exposure that they gave me and like the scouting opportunities that I got there were really great. The performance and training up at the gym was like excellent. They do an excellent job. We do like a lot of the similar stuff here in our gym that we did at Penn's. Chris Stern was a great head coach. He got a lot of exposure for me. All of my coaches like did an excellent job. Kathy Pippi did a great job like with my recruiting process. I was able to like play up a few years, and that's how Katie LaChapelle contacted me. So I owe it all to like my Penn's League coaches and the organizers there.
And then last question about your experience there. What's like the best memory you have with that organization? Was it on the ice memory or is it an off the ice memory?
I'd have to say it's a little bit of both. I was gonna say it was our nationals year when we went to Irvine, California. It was a great environment. It was like so much hockey. It was a great rink. We went to like the Anaheim Ducks practice rink. It was like a great environment. Obviously, a fantastic place to have nationals. It was our game when we beat Shattuck.
It's frozen.
Oh,
I can see you guys.
Yeah.
It just cut off.
all right,
Okay.
good. Thank God.
So you were just talking about beating Shattuck St. Mary's and then it just cut off. So if you want to restart that answer or just going from there.
Okay. Just like in Irvine, California, we played nationals there, and it was a great place to play. It was a lot of fun. The environment was a lot of fun. We played at the Anaheim Ducks practice rink, and my whole team just had a blast. We ended up beating Shattuck St. Mary's to go to the quarterfinals, and it was just like a great experience.
Now, Emma, like you said, before college hockey, you played for the London Junior Devilites under head coach Ted Brown. So how did you get the opportunity to go to that organization and play there?
Yeah, I was really fortunate to get 3 years under Ted Brown playing juniors. And I think I just kind of, yeah, like I said, I played London my whole life. So I just kind of worked my way up. And then like Ted gave me an opportunity to play back in 2017 and 2018. And then I just played the next 3 years there. And yeah, it was like a really great experience. The coaches there were awesome. And they just, they like helped me a lot in like the recruiting process and just getting me ready to like play college hockey.
Now, one thing that you had to experience that Mackenzie didn't is you didn't have a season last year. So talk about that. What did you do during that time period to help prepare yourself for college hockey heading into it?
Yeah, it was definitely kind of a unique year last year with the province being shut down and things would like open up again and then like sports would be canceled again. So it was definitely difficult, especially like being captain, just like keeping the team motivated and without like games and stuff, it was definitely hard. But I think like all of us just kind of pushed each other to like get the most we could get out of like practice and like workouts and stuff like that. And then obviously like it wasn't ideal like not being able to play games leading up to my first year here, but yeah, I just like kind of did everything I could like in terms of training to like get myself ready. But yeah, it was definitely like not ideal.
Mhm. Did you feel like you had to catch up to your teammates once you got to college, or was that not really a thing for you?
um, I don't think I was necessarily catching up. I think by the time I got here, like we started training and getting on the ice right away and got like a ton of practices in. Um, and yeah, like just as soon as we got here, like we immediately started working with our coaching staff. And yeah, like I wouldn't say like I felt behind anyone else. And there was also some other girls coming from Ontario too, so they had similar experiences. But they just like our team did a really good job of like getting us acclimated to the game really fast and just like ready for our first game.
And obviously, what was the process getting rid of the rust, playing your first real hockey game in quite some time?
It was definitely really exciting. Also nerve wracking too, just like not playing a game for so long. But like as soon as I stepped on the ice, it kind of all started like coming back, and I think I got used to it like pretty quick. But yeah, it was definitely like exciting to play games again because I definitely missed out on that a lot last year.
Now, what's the best memory that you have with the London Junior Devilettes organization?
I would have to say back in my first year playing with the London Junior Devilettes, we had such an amazing group. We had like Julia and Nicole Gosling, so we had like a fantastic team, and we just had a really special group that year. And we actually won the provincial championship as well as the Final Four championship. So it was really special, just like getting to like kind of win it all with that group, and then go on to play another 2 years. It was really special.
And you also got to play with Emma Harvey as well. What was she like as a teammate?
Yeah, so me and Emma Harvey played together for like my entire hockey career in London. So I think we played together for like 9 or 10 years. And yeah, it was great. I think we definitely like found ways to kind of push each other and like get each other to like the next level. Especially the last few years, I think like we just like really like pushed each other and like helped get each other ready to like play at the next level.
And Mackenzie, who are some of the teammates that you played with Pittsburgh that are playing college hockey right now, if there's any?
I actually have 2 teammates at Boston College. I played with Olivia O'Brien, who's there right now. Hannah Bilko was actually playing at Penn's for 1 or 2 years before she went to Shattuck. So that was unreal to play with them. I played with Caitlin O'Donoghue, who's at Collegiate. She's an exceptional player. Those are like all the girls that I really look up to, and like I want to be like them. So yeah, I had like great competition coming up, and it was great to play with them.
Now, talk about your recruiting processes with Holy Cross. What was that like, and why did you two choose Holy Cross versus other schools you might have looked at?
Yeah, I think like for me and like probably similar to Kenzie, just like when Holy Cross like reached out, I like did a lot of research on the school, and I mean it's just such a prestigious school. It's like a mini Ivy, so like I knew like academically I'd be getting what I was looking for, and then yeah, just like hockey wise, it checked all of the boxes. The coaching staff seemed great, and just like it was really exciting. Like coming to join like a newly Division I program that like is growing kind of every year. So I think it was like really like exciting coming into that. And yeah, I think just like academically and hockey wise, it just like Holy Cross was going to give me everything I wanted.
Yeah, definitely. The coaches are exceptional at recruiting. They really like they were really part of the reason that I wanted to come to the school. They're very welcoming. Katie actually started recruiting me when I was playing up at Penn's, and she was like exceptionally nice. She's very like she wants you to come to the school. She wants like this team to be better. She pushes the program a lot. But yeah, just like what Emma said, like we both want to pursue majors here for the school, and we put academics like here is exceptional. So just like the academics, then we got to play D1 hockey. So there's really nothing else to say there.
Yeah.
Now, you two are from kind of 2 different areas of North America. So I have to ask, when did you two first meet, and how did you guys get to know each other along with the rest of your freshman class?
Like middle of summer.
Yeah, like
we talked like a lot over the summer. We were already really close coming into school. We're super similar, so we have so much like in common that it's like so easy to talk to each other.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of like clicked immediately like when we got to school. And like we've kind of been inseparable since.
Yeah, no, it's just.
And then just like our whole freshman class, like we're such a tight knit group, and like we do a ton together, and we just have a really awesome class.
Yeah, how do you guys like choose who's going to be roommates with who? I'm curious about that. Is it like since you guys knew each other a little bit, you just did that, or was it kind of like the coaches make that decision?
Yeah, so we did have some say in that. There was like issues with like res life, so like Kenzie and I weren't able to room together. So I roomed with Emily Fortunato, she's from Montreal, and then the 2 other Canadians in our class roomed together as well.
The American got the short end of the stick, obviously. So I'm rooming with a track, she's a track star. Yeah. But I'm rooming with a girl named Allie. She's just on another sports team. But we like freshman year is a little different. So like school and like schedules and stuff they kind of used that to choose roommates. But her and Emily are rooming together. Carmen and Michaela Leo are rooming together, and now
Yeah. But I mean, we see each other a ton
Yeah,
anyway. Like
it actually worked out really well.
Yeah. The rooming like wasn't a big factor. Like we all still hang out a ton and stuff.
Yeah.
Next year it's probably easier, right? Do you guys get to live off campus, or are you guys both gonna just live on campus?
No, rooming here, we will live on campus until our senior year, actually. We slowly get moved up to like the quality of the room, I would say. So.
Yeah. And then senior year, like we'll get a house off campus.
Yeah.
With our class probably.
That's awesome. That's cool. So getting back to the hockey side of things, what was the biggest adjustment that you both had to make to college hockey? Was it the speed of the game, the physicality, or just the decision making?
Yeah, so for me, I kind of had a unique year because I got injured really early in the season. I like sprained my PCL, so I was out for like half the season pretty much. So it was definitely challenging, kind of like coming back halfway through the season and like having to like kind of like remember how to like play and like especially adjusting at this level like halfway through the year when like everybody else is kind of already like used to it was definitely really challenging. But yeah, I think like the biggest thing for me was just like adjusting to like the speed and the physicality. And then once I kind of got used to that, like things were good.
Yeah, like I would definitely say the speed. Me personally, I moved from center to wing once I came to school. So it wasn't learning like an all new position, but wall play was definitely so much faster, breaking the puck out of the zone. It was definitely stuff I had to work with the coaches with. But yeah, definitely like the defense in college hockey are exceptional. So being on the wall and trying to move the puck with the speed of the game, so it was pretty difficult.
Yeah, and Emma, I have to ask, how did you get that injury, and what was the recovery process like? How did you handle that? Especially, that must be tough to deal with, especially as a freshman.
Yeah, no, it was definitely challenging. I never really had an injury like this before. So I hurt my PCL ligament in my knee, like really early in the year against Boston University.
Scrimmage.
Yeah, it was an exhibition game actually.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that was definitely really challenging, just because I was like so new to the team and like I was like already out kind of. But like the training staff here is like really awesome, and just like my teammates did a really good job like supporting me and like making me like feel included even though I like wasn't able to play.
She killed the recovery. Killed it.
Yeah, so I was out for I think just over 2 months, and then when I got back, it was definitely hard to get used to like playing again. But yeah, like once I got used to the pace and everything, yeah, things like were good from there.
Now, Mackenzie, you had very good moment in your season I want to talk to you about. You got your first collegiate goal against Penn State. Talk about that goal, what it meant to you, and who was the first person you called. And also, it must have been nice as well to score at Penn State, especially since you're from Pennsylvania.
No, it was huge to me. Like, definitely going to be like one of the highlights of my career, I would say. It was a huge opportunity for me. We had a couple girls out, so I was lucky that Katie like put some trust in me, and I got put on the power play at Penn State. It was a great like shot pass from Emma Lang, and I just tipped it backdoor. It was like huge to me because like my parents, my family can't come to every game, obviously, because I'm from Pittsburgh. It's like a 9 or 10 hour drive. But my dad and my sister were there, my boyfriend was there, and I scored. And I didn't really have to call that many people because all the people I loved were already in the stands. So it was like a super big moment for me.
Yeah, that ring looks cool too. Obviously, they're hosting.
Oh, it was so nice. Yeah. No, it was huge. Nice. We got to watch, I think, Canisius play
the men's team. Yeah.
Play the men's team before us, and it's like such a cool environment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I've seen like what they do for the football whiteout, and yeah, it seems like a good fan atmosphere at Penn State. So obviously, it seems obviously Holy Cross is better, but you know, but it is a good school though, nonetheless.
For sure. Yeah.
No, another memorable moment I want to talk to you guys about from this past season was when you guys beat Boston University. And the reason why I want to talk to you about it is because I was at that game.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I live 15 minutes away from the rink, so I try to come down as much as possible. But
that's great.
Oh, wow.
But no, it was a great game just because a lot of people in the stands were like just assuming that BU was going to win that game. But your goalie really stood on her head and kind of led your team to that victory. Talk about that win and what it meant to your team, because it really felt like it was a confidence booster as the season went along.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Jada Brennan, like she's phenomenal. She definitely like kept us in that game and was like crucial in winning. But I think, like a lot of teams kind of underestimate us. And I think they were just kind of coming in like expecting to just win. But yeah, like we came like ready to compete, and we're able to get the win.
No, I definitely agree. Jada keeps us in more games than just that one. She stops everything she can, and she stands on her head like every single game. She's a very reliable goalie. That was like a big win for us. I think that brought us a lot of momentum going through the rest of the season. Like, we really earned that. I think a lot of games that we play in, like the scoreboard doesn't really show how much work we're putting in, and we really got rewarded that game. I think we all took our role that game, and it was really rewarding.
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like your team gets underestimated a lot because, for example, first game of the season, you played Northeastern, and obviously they had a great start to that game. I think they got to like a 3-4 nothing lead in like the first 5 minutes. But for the rest of the game, your team really played with Northeastern, kind of shut down some of their offensive players, and the game ended up being like 5-1 or something. So I think like those games kind of show like the capability I guess your team has against some of the top hockey teams. And I guess as you guys get more experience in college hockey, you're just only going to get better from here on out.
Yeah, I can't agree more.
Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Now, what have you both taken away from your freshman year when you look back on it now? What's like the best memory, or just something that you'll like the most about college hockey, I guess?
I think it was just so rewarding, like coming to the rink every day and like practicing with my teammates, lifting with them, and just like going in every game. Like I said, we had like an amazing group this year, and it just like made our experience like so much better. And like it truly exceeded my expectations coming in this year. I think like we worked so hard as a group and like continued to like grow every game. And I think it's just really like motivating going into our next 3 years here, like seeing kind of how much like we have to give and like how much more we're going to like improve.
No, definitely. I feel like taking away from this year, we know our potential and we know like our limits. And I think like we're ready to push those a little bit more. I think like we know our group really well. And I think if we like all start going towards the same goal and we go into games like we did with BU, and we know that big teams are going to underestimate us, and we want to win, and we know like in our minds that like we can win these games, I think next year is going to be surprising to a lot of teams.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, what was the biggest improvement you both made this year from your games?
Honestly, I'd have to say like moving with the pressure, probably just like it's such a fast game. You have to get on teams fast. Me being a forward, like forechecking was definitely like you have to get on them fast because these teams are fast. So probably just forechecking, getting the puck out fast, moving it to centers, moving it to like the middle lane and stuff.
Yeah, I'd say for me, probably just like adjusting to like the physicality in the D zone. And I mean, obviously we're playing against such talented players. So you just like, you got to be ready for everything. And yeah, I think just the speed of the game and the pace, it was like, it took a little bit to get used to, but yeah.
Now, what are your off-season plans? Anything interesting, whether it's hockey related or non-hockey related?
I have a twin sister. I'll probably go and visit her at Miami University in Oxford, Ohio. I missed her a lot this year, so I'll probably go down and visit pretty soon. We're as a team, we're already grinding for next season, so we're in the weight room
pretty much every
day, and we're on the ice still. So we're still pushing ourselves, and we're starting now for next season.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No, we're training a bunch and just getting ready for next year.
Awesome. Well, we're now in a segment I like to call the non-hockey segment, where I ask you guys some non-hockey questions just to get to know you guys a little bit more off the ice. Obviously, I'll be adding my input as well, just so we can get potentially a conversation started. So first non-hockey question is, what is your favorite part about Wooster?
Bagel time. This little bagel place, we go to it all the time. It's literally they're like the best bagels I've ever had.
Yeah, I definitely say like there's a lot of really great places to eat in Wooster. Yeah, that's probably like
there's like little diners and stuff that you can't get other places, but it's such like we kind of sit up on the hill a little bit, so whenever we can go out and go off the hill, it's like the little diners, like Miss Wooster's diners. Really good.
There's like a lot of really like cute places here that we like to go to.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think Worcester is one of the best food places in Massachusetts. So now, how long did it take you guys to pronounce Worcester correctly? I'm curious about that.
Actually, not long, because Katie LaChapelle pronounces it really, really well. And so I feel like when I started calling the coaches, like during my recruiting process, like it was kind of embarrassing, but I had to ask like more than a couple times, like, is it Worcester?
Yeah,
Worcester?
I thought it was Worcester for like a long time.
And I remember like kids asking me when I committed like where I was going to school, like I was still kind of saying it wrong. But it didn't take long once we got here. It was kind of, everybody's kind of from around here at school, so
yeah, that's awesome. And obviously, I don't know if you guys have had the opportunity to drive around the city, but how has that been? Because it's obviously a little bit different just with the hills and just the traffic and all that stuff. And I feel like in Mass, there's just so many crazy drivers as well.
Yeah, no, the crazy drivers is definitely something.
Yeah.
Potholes.
No, once we get off the hill, it's like there's no telling what's gonna happen.
We were driving around with Carly Major, the captain from last year, and I've actually been in her car for 2 of her flat tires this year, and some of the potholes in Wooster are really bad.
Insane,
so she popped 2 tires, and I was the passenger seat driver, both of them. So
yeah, she's probably not gonna have you back in the passenger seat.
Probably not. I'll probably sitting in the back from now on. So
yeah, obviously, and then Kelly Square, man, that's just brutal. So there's just a lot of challenges driving in Worcester, but I had to learn how to drive there, and I feel like I'm a better driver.
You're definitely a better driver because of it. Yeah,
you definitely need to become like way more.
And you're definitely super agile with like all the crazy cut in front of you people that live here. And my dad's definitely like thinking about not letting me have a car while I'm here. He's definitely brought it up a couple times.
Well, it was weird because I remember one of the first times I was learning how to drive, they brought me out to like the city of Worcester, and it was like the scariest thing ever. And like the guy the guy was just like criticizing everything I was doing. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just trying my best. Like, I don't know.
I'm just trying to stay alive right now.
No, I know. It can be like really stressful.
I'm just trying to survive this ride. Yeah.
But I did read somewhere like Massachusetts is the hardest state to get a driver's license in the U.S. So I was like, all right, so maybe I'm like well prepared for that. So which is surprising seeing some of the people that drive in the state.
Yeah, wow.
It's kind of surprising given some of the drivers here, but I mean, kudos to you for getting your license.
Yeah, no, that's all that counts is once you get that, and then just after that's all that counts really.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, what music do you guys like to listen to, and what fires up the girls before the game day?
What fires up the girls is probably like some really good SoundCloud playlists. We play a lot of rap and hip hop music, but
I think country's probably both of
our favorites. Me and Emma definitely like country music the best.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Gives the best vibes, yeah.
Who's like your go-to artist then?
Morgan Wallen. Definitely Morgan Wallen. I do love like Thomas Rhett. Luke Combs, yeah.
There's a bunch of good ones, but
Dan and Shay.
Yeah, Morgan Wallen's probably my favorite though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked for a baseball team this past summer, and a lot of the guys listen to country music because they're from down south, and that's like the music they listen to. And Morgan Wallen has some good summertime hits. Like every time I hear songs, I just think of like a hot summer day, like
absolutely
like driving with the windows down. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the vibes are immaculate.
So, and obviously, Holy Cross has one of the best warm-up mixes like in college hockey. I'm not just saying that because I like going to their games. It's like I've been to other rinks. I'm like, this is like really good. So I don't know who makes your warm-up mix, but shout out to them.
We definitely have to agree with that.
We definitely have a really good warm-up mix. Our seniors worked really hard on that.
Yeah.
They're all like really creative and they're really good with that kind of stuff. So we have a great warm-up mix. And like the warm-up, even like the music we bring to warm-ups, like off-ice warm-ups, like we always have really good music. Yeah, it always hits.
What is your guilty pleasure song?
Guilty pleasure song.
Thunder
Road by Bruce Springsteen.
We listen to that one.
We love that song for some reason. It doesn't even like really fit like our personalities like at all. But I don't know. My dad loves that song and Mary Edmonds loves that song. So we ended up listening to it so much.
Yeah, we listened to it too much.
It just doesn't even fit like anything, but we love it so.
Yeah, mine's probably Love Story by Taylor Swift. I think that sounds
absolutely. That's a banger too.
That's a good one.
That's a banger. Yeah.
But like as a guy, it's like kind of embarrassing to listen to it, but it's a good song. That's the only thing.
I
respect you more now that you've said that.
So no, I definitely do like listening to that song. And at the hockey's championship game last night, they were playing All Too Well by Taylor Swift. I'm like, this is
good one too.
Such a good one.
So next non-hockey question is, what is your biggest pet peeves?
Okay.
Now you go first.
For me, it's definitely when there's like slow people walking in front of me. And Ken's knows that. I get
she gets really frustrated. I was gonna say like loud gum chewers, or like not even loud, but the ones that like move their mouth a lot when they're chewing. Like they do the like thing, and I just can't even watch. And then they're trying to talk to you like while they're like doing their gum, and it might be like a Boston thing because I feel like I see so many like Massachusetts people like really going ham on like their gum, and I'm just like, I don't know, I don't like it.
Yeah, no, I can see that. I had a teacher one time when like they would chew gum so much, but it's the worst when they're like up close to you trying to help you with your work, and all you can hear is the gum chewing.
No, I can definitely.
It's like so distracting. So I get you on that. For me, I guess goes back to driving. I don't like when bad drivers or slow drivers or I feel like every time I drive, there's either a driver in front of me that's going like 8 miles per hour, and it makes me.
Yeah, I was
gonna say slow drivers, but I didn't want you to think like I'm a psychotic driver. But
no, but Kenzie definitely gets like frustrated if there's a slow driver.
But I'm definitely a little bit more. It's not even like a slow driver. It's like a slow driver that's like in the passing lane or something.
Oh yeah.
There, and like you really have to get to the Auburn Starbucks, and you're just sitting in the fast lane, and you can't get there. I don't know, but I would say I'm like kind of patient, but not really. I don't know. Never mind.
It's always like the hesitancy is what bothers me. It's like stop being hesitant. You got to make a decision.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. People have to go places. Yeah.
But then the other worst part is the hot rod driver that's right behind me, going like 95 miles per hour, like up my.
I'm going 10 miles. Like this isn't how this works. Yeah.
So I feel like I either have to deal with one of those two drivers every day when I go out on the road. So that's what is my biggest pet peeve. Or when I have to.
I'm all about moving a little faster than the speed limit. Like, don't tell my parents, but like 10, 15 over the speed limit, like that's fine. If we're going like 65 and a 50, like that's okay on my means. But if you want to blow by me going like 85 like on the highway, I'm just like, we don't have to do that.
Yeah. So, and then I guess for me also just waiting for stuff. I hate waiting. I'm a very impatient person. So that's another big pet peeve of mine.
In Starbucks.
Yeah.
Now, if there was a movie made about your lives, who would you want to play yourselves?
I don't know. I was gonna say my twin sister would probably do a fantastic job. Just take on the role of. We actually switched a lot during like high school, and we had a couple switcheroo moments, but I'd probably say Megan. That's my twin sister's name.
Yeah, I have no idea.
You're not in the same position as me.
Yeah, but I don't have a twin sister that can play me. Yeah, I'm not really sure. What would you say?
For you, I have no clue, to be honest with you. I don't know too many actors or actresses, so I'll probably say probably Zendaya maybe. I saw Spider-Man recently, and I feel like she would do a good job playing her.
Love Zendaya.
Yeah, I love her.
I feel like she'd do a good job in any role.
I know. That's a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you want to play Mackenzie then, since you know her the best? Like, who do you think? Do it that way, I guess.
I don't know. We were saying like maybe like Megan Fox.
I would love to get played by Megan Fox.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be pretty cool.
That'd be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then Mackenzie, who would you want to play for Emma, I guess?
Honestly, Zendaya hit it right on the head.
Yeah,
like I would love to get played by Zendaya.
Yeah.
Trying to think of anybody else though.
I feel like that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I feel like I think you're right. Like I don't know any actresses either. Although.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm not a movie guy. I really don't watch that many movies.
The girl that played in the new Batman movie was really good. I liked her a lot. I don't know who she was though. Have you watched the new Batman movie?
No, it's 3 hours long. It's too long. I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah,
I was there for so long. We even showed up late because like our movie started at like 8:40 and we showed up at like 8:50. We were like, oh, we're skipping the commercials. There were still like 15 minutes of commercials that we like still have to go through. And I left that theater at like 12:30. Like it must have been 12:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I whenever I see the time if it's a 3 hour movie, I'm like, I'm just gonna wait for it to come out and just watch it on my own time because I can't do 3 hour movies. It's just I don't know what's up with movie makers now, why they make them so long. Because the movies, I feel like back when I was growing up, used to be like an hour and a half, 2 hours long. It was great.
They're easy to fit in,
yeah. Hour and a half's perfect.
No, I was only able to like devote 4 hours of my life to that movie because I was on winter break, I think. Yeah. No, it was spring break. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. So I'll watch it eventually. I do like Batman, but I can't watch a 3 hour movie in the theaters. I just I don't have the patience for that, to be honest with you. So,
yeah.
But for myself, I'll probably choose like Tom Holland or Cillian Murphy. I don't know if you know who
Tom
that is.
Holland. Tom Holland's a good one.
Yeah.
But for Cillian Murphy, I think the dude's a complete badass, and I think that'll be awesome to. We don't look anything alike, but I just think he's such a cool guy. So that'll be having me in a movie. Or Tom,
Yeah.
someone that would make me look cool, even though I'm not really that cool in real life.
No, that'd be pretty cool.
Guy. Tom Holland would be cool though.
Yeah.
Now let's talk a little bit about your teammates. Who's the funniest on the team?
Jada Brennan. Our goalie is hilarious.
She's so funny. Yeah, she's from Buffalo. She's got like the funniest personality.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Go Bills.
Well, I saw that she's transferring to Mercyhurst. How much are you guys going to do?
Oh,
we're gonna miss her a lot. She was a big presence on the team. Yeah, she
obviously like on the ice, she like did so much for this team, but just like off the ice too. Like we're gonna miss spending time with her so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's super deserving of everything that's coming her way.
Sure.
She worked so hard here, so
Mercy, we're definitely really lucky to have her though.
Yeah. But she's hilarious.
Is she like one of those? Because I was every time I go to hockey, there's some goalies that have like weird quirks during the game. Does she have any? I'm curious about that because there's one goalie during commercial break they'll just sit there and just like stretch and like pray during the middle of the game, and I've never seen that before, and I thought that was kind of awesome.
She doesn't do anything like abnormal.
No.
She lost her blade and her skate like 3 times this year, which was a little worrisome, but it would like go flying across the ice, and she'd be like, "Yeah, my blade is gone." So
yeah, no, I wouldn't say she has any weird quirks on the ice.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you had to choose a teammate to cook a meal for you, who would you pick?
Carly Major.
Yeah, probably Carly. Yeah,
Carly has some good taste. She's always making cool stuff. Or Sarah Street makes.
I was gonna say Streeter,
stuff.
Yeah. Except Streeter's vegan.
Yeah, so I don't know if our tastes would align, but they look good.
They both cook a lot though.
Yeah, but they both cook a lot. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna have Mage cook me some salmon and broccoli. Mm-hmm. She's good. She's a good chef.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I don't know how to cook, so usually I just rely on DoorDash, I guess. But I should learn how to because it can save me some money, and it's also a bit healthier for you, I think, too.
Yeah, we don't have that opportunity. We have to dining hall or we have to Uber Eats. So
yeah. Now, which teammate has the best social media in your opinion? Instagram, TikTok, like who's like always putting out some good content?
Best Instagram.
Best Instagram?
Yeah. I don't know.
Like think.
Maybe like Langer.
Langer has some good Instagram.
Yeah.
Bailey just posted a really cute Instagram picture.
Yeah. Some of our teammates went to Arizona, so they had some cute pics.
Yeah. Mary posted that funny like meme of we had a concert on campus one night and Kid Leroy came and played down at our freshman field. And it was the same night that like we played Northeastern and we wanted everybody to come to our game, but there was the Kid Leroy concert going on. So Mary Edmonds posted like this meme of us playing hockey like next to Kid Leroy. And like a lot of people like reposted it. Yeah. It was really funny. So
yeah.
Yeah. What's it like playing at the Hart Center? Because I kind of felt bad for you guys because they wouldn't allow fans like towards the end of the season when most hockey rinks would. So, but hopefully next year you don't have to deal with that.
It was difficult just because I feel like we have a lot of family that's kind of close by or like in proximity. So
like they weren't.
It was hard to have like parents there because I feel like our group for our parents is like really close. Mm-hmm. So it's always nice to have them there. Plus like the student body comes out like a lot.
Yeah, and just like also like our team wanted to like go to other athletic games and like we weren't able to because like there was no spectators allowed.
Yeah.
So that was kind of tough for a while, but. Yeah, I mean, we love it up at the Heart, though. It just kind of sucked, like not having fans.
Yeah. Do you think next year will be normal for the whole year, or do you think it's going to happen again when like wintertime comes around?
Honestly, I think it might be pretty normal, just because we just got our mask mandate to be optional. So like, I'm fingers crossed, but like the whole rest of the year so far, I think is going to be like an optional mask thing. So like,
yeah, and like a lot of the restrictions are being like lifted and stuff. So I feel like going into next year, we should have like a pretty normal year.
Yeah, hopefully, because I was disappointed when they wouldn't let like fans in. I was like, dang, like every hockey arena is doing it at least with some.
We were like the only rink.
No, it was really weird to be like the only rink. Even like little club kids that would have practice like that practice on our rink right after. Like those little kids aren't even like they didn't have like their booster or something, and they weren't able to like come in watch or come in and practice. So.
Yeah, I was that little kid. I used to play junior hockey at Hart Center, so I know what they're feeling too.
Wow,
I know, that's cool. Tough.
The Junior Crusaders, man, great organization.
That is a great organization.
Yeah, we work with that organization a lot.
Yeah. So I played youth hockey there, if people don't know, and I scored a goal at the Hart Center. Not a big deal,
Wow.
but was memory.
Not to flex or anything, but
yeah.
No, that's pretty cool.
Something I haven't done yet. So
no, it's just always funny because whenever like a top player comes into Holy Cross, like I think Alina Mueller was there one time, and I saw that she hasn't scored the Hart Center. I was like, I've technically scored more goals. At the Hart
both of us, you really scored more goals than both of us combined at the Hart Center.
So definitely great organization. Then obviously the Junior Sharks when they existed. So I can go on and on about my youth hockey experience, but I won't. And then final teammate question is just who has the best style on the team? I'm going to answer my pick. I think you two have the best style. I saw the Holy Cross Instagram where they like posted your pregame fits. You guys absolutely killed it with that. Got featured on CHT a few times too. So shout out. But who's in third place? Who's in fourth place? Like besides you two, since you're always taking the time.
Yeah, we both love dressing up.
We take it really seriously. Our game day fits.
But I think off ice style
has to be Lily Cataldo, my big sister. Shout out.
She's got really good style off the ice, like game day fits and stuff.
She always comes in with like exceptional outfits, like really good. On the ice, we were thinking like Bryn Sorella has great style on the ice. Yeah. So does Langer.
Maybe Emma Lang too.
Emma Lang.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I was obviously, I picked the outfits of the week, and you guys were always making the list. So. It's officially over. It's officially over. So why do you guys feel like you should have the best style in college hockey this year? Because people are going to vote for that. So we need a case from you two.
I think we come in with some really unique outfits. I came in with some pink pants this year.
Yeah, lots of blazers and stuff.
Leather blazer was on.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you look good, you'll play good, right?
Yeah,
so we take it really seriously.
Take it really seriously. It's all part of the preparation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So vote for Mackenzie and Emma for
exactly.
College hockey. It's definitely gonna be a contestant award for the women's side. For the men's side, not so much. It's kind of obvious who's gonna win it this year, but we'll see. We'll see what happens nonetheless.
Yeah. Perfect.
And then I guess one more non-hockey question is just if you could guest star in any TV show, what TV show would that be?
Outer Banks.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Outer Banks would be really cool.
I would not want to star in that because it's like a murder mystery, so I don't want to be involved with that.
Yeah, but they deal with like gold and like treasure hunting and stuff.
Yeah, but then that guy, what's his name, Ward, always gets involved, and I can't stand him. And then the other guy, I don't want to deal with those two people. But JJ is the best TV show character of all time, so that would be kind of fun to meet him.
Yeah, no, definitely would be fun. I feel like there's another show that I just watched like really recently. Vampire Diaries is elite. I would love to be a vampire. That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
But I don't really know. Those are good ones.
Mm-hmm.
This definitely doesn't count, but it's on TV, so NHL. Love to be in the NHL someday.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah. Just step in and be the winger on Crosby's line.
Who would you want to be?
Like any NHL player want to be, or just like team?
No, like
NHL player.
Oh, that's tough. I would probably choose Austin Matthews would be cool, but the guy always gets criticized online, so I wouldn't want to be him. I want to be someone that's like low key, like cool, but doesn't get
Marner or something.
Yeah.
I'll probably choose Bergeron. Everyone likes him. He plays for the Bruins. I like him a lot, so I'll probably choose Bergeron if I had to pick anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that would be cool. I'm trying to think of anybody else. Marner would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's like low key.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Johnny Hockey would be fun. Goudreau.
Yeah. Cal McCarr, I like him too. So I'm trying to think. I feel like I'm gonna, after this interview is over, I'm like, I should have said that person, but I can't think of anyone at the top of my head right now. So now back to some hockey questions. Now, first one is bubble or cage. Why did you guys choose a bubble or a cage? I don't know. I don't feel like you. I feel like you guys both wear cages. If in my memory,
we both wear a cage. I actually tried to wear a bubble my senior year, or maybe my junior year. I tried it out, and I was even thinking about like wearing one coming into school so that I wouldn't. I think it was like it wasn't ended up being true, but like you could wear a bubble and then like maybe not wear like a mask or something. Or I know our team had to wear bubbles last year, but I don't know I get really claustrophobic. The fog, the steam I couldn't do it.
I've just always done a cage. I feel like only like a select few people can pull off the bubble.
Definitely.
Yeah. I always like the bubble because of my peripheral vision. I feel like it's harder with the cage. That's why I chose it, just for that reason.
No, that's a good point. I feel like
I feel like I'm so used to the cage. Though.
Yeah, I have the Oreo, so I feel like honestly my peripherals are pretty good because the white on the inside.
Yeah.
I think that's like, I don't know if that's really scientifically proven, but I like the Oreo a lot so that I can like see.
Yeah. Now, why did you guys choose the numbers in college? How does that process work? What numbers do you guys wear, and why did you choose them?
I wore 81 throughout my career with like the London Junior Devilettes. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to like change it up this year. And I chose 25 because it's like our like class's graduating year. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Together.
Wait, really?
No.
Yeah. So I chose 25.
Yeah, I was, like I told you, I was 86 my entire career at Penn's and like growing up. So close to 87, but it was the next step down. So I took 86, and then coming into school, honestly, I just had like some weird fixation with like the teens, like, and our assistant coach Meredith gave us some of the teens that were like open, and so she was like, you have 14, 15, and 18, I think she told me, and I got to pick, and I picked 18. So
yeah,
I just thought like, I don't know, I liked the rhythm, the idea.
Well, I think in college hockey, you should not wear a number over 30 because it just looks kind of ridiculous. Like if you wear a 68 in college hockey, I think it's kind of like a ridiculous number. So that's why I like the team numbers, just because.
I definitely feel like there's that like the defense versus offense numbers. Like I feel like our defense seemed to have like lower numbers. I feel like Emily Fortunato's 6, Bayo's 2, Kaylee's
12.
12. Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like the teens was like kind of an offense number. We have so many. Yeah. Like from like, kind of like from. Am I the first? No, well, Carmen's 14. So I am like the first teen that's offense, right?
I think
16. Like Langer's a defense. Maybe teens is more defense.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I just don't like numbers over 30 when college hockey. That's my only like complaint. So.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Now, what is the most embarrassing hockey moment that you guys ever had? Have you guys ever been like checked before or thrown a check or something like that? Like, what's some like a weird moment that sticks out, I guess?
We were playing. Who were we playing? I think we were playing. Oh, who was it? We were playing some team like the very end of the year. I honestly like it might have been Providence or it might have been. Did we play BU again at the very end of the year? I think it was BU, honestly. And they hit me into our bench, and I literally did a full back bend over the back of our bench, and I almost flipped I almost did like a backflip over our bench, but everyone like pushed me back up because I had bent over so far, and my back hurt for like a week.
Yeah, it's actually Kaylee right there.
Yeah, Kaylee's walking in front of us.
A couple of our teammates are walking down there. No, I'd have to say for me, so like our defense door at the Heart, it's like you have to like step down and then step up to like get on the ice. So like I've definitely like fallen out of the door a couple times like trying to get on the ice. Yeah, well it's weird because our D door is actually like the door that the men's team comes out of their locker room, and it's like kind of like a ramp. And then you so go it's like lower. Ice. So so I've definitely you're like sprinting off the ice and you jump off and you're going downhill like immediately. So everyone like falls forward and like almost eats it. So
yeah. Have you guys ever thrown any big checks in college hockey so far? I feel like you've had to at some point. Yeah, I feel like in front of the net and like against the boards, I'm like pretty physical. Yeah, I think I got a penalty at the beginning of the year. Kind of forgetting what it was for though. I think it might have been hitting. Yeah. But it's definitely like I'm not a super tall girl at all, so like I feel like you have to be super physical in order to hold your own. Yeah. Do you think hitting should be allowed in women's hockey? Because I feel like it should be, just because it's allowed in men's hockey, so why shouldn't it be allowed in women's hockey? Plus, you're playing against other women's hockey players, so I don't see
definitely. Yeah, no, I like, especially that it's an even playing field, and we already play such a physical game already. Like adding checking really wouldn't, as long as we all know how to do it. Like we all know how to check efficiently. And I just feel like right now there's like this gray area because you get like certain refs that will like allow it. They'll like call like the smallest like checks, but then like other refs will let it go. So it's just like you don't know like kind of like where the line is. So yeah, definitely. I think so. And plus, like as a player, you shouldn't have to switch your kind of playing game based on who's refereeing the game. So
Exactly.
I feel like if you play your game, that's actually safer, just because you're not like doing anything out of the ordinary. Whereas when you have to switch your game, you might actually get hurt because you might have to you might like hesitate to do something and might like fall awkwardly or something. So I definitely agree with you guys on that. So yeah, hopefully I don't know if they'll ever allow it. I hope they do, but I think there's some people that don't want it and they're just holding it back. So maybe in the next few years, but we'll see, I guess. But I will say I was watching one Holy Cross game and Millie Serum laid a huge check on a player, and that was like it did not get called, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that was one of the biggest checks I've ever seen in women's hockey. So I just remember the coach was not happy about that. Not your coach, the opposing team coach.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Millie's just like a really tall girl.
Yeah,
like,
she's definitely I think
like
a lot of
people out.
Yeah, I think a lot of girls just bounce off her, to be honest. But she also like she uses her height to her advantage a lot, and she's a physical girl, but like that's how she gets the puck. And if it's gonna get our team the puck, like I think it's fair to like rub a girl out every once in a while, and I think she uses her height to her advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. My most embarrassing hockey moment is when we were doing this drill, red line to blue line, backwards skating. I don't know if you guys did that. It was kind of like a zigzag motion. I think it was supposed to teach you in youth hockey how to skate backwards better. But some guy left the bench door open, and I fell right in it because I wasn't paying attention. I was going full speed too, trying to impress the coaches, and obviously that was a tough moment for me. But luckily, it's not on camera, and no one has to know about it. So I can just remember it and be a little embarrassed about it.
Yeah, we've got a couple good practice moments that we caught on camera. A couple good falls. I feel like we record our practices, and some girls will wipe out, and we'll have the videos forever. So
yeah, well, at least for that BU video, like I don't know if that's on video or not, but that's the thing that stinks about college athletics. If something like that happens, like people can like watch it and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, we definitely go back and like watch those embarrassing moments.
Now, what advice would you give a younger player who's trying to pursue a career in college hockey?
I would just say like just keep going after what you want. And I mean, I know it sounds kind of cliche, but just like be the hardest worker and like keep grinding and just like, I don't know, just like.
No, yeah, definitely. I feel like growing up, you never know like who's watching, who's probably logging on to like your practices or your games. So practice every practice. Like there's a recruit there or a recruiter there, and like play every game like you're getting recruited, and always like push your limits, I would say.
Now, what should be done to help grow women's hockey in your opinions?
I think just like exposure is like so important. Like obviously like the women's game like doesn't get enough exposure, and like sometimes like hard to watch, and like I know like a lot of like the national players have like spoken out about this, but they're just like they need to do a better job at like broadcasting and like making it available for people to watch, because like people do want to watch it, like especially like younger girls like trying to get into the game and stuff. Like they should have female players that they can watch and like look up to. So I just think like
I definitely agree. I agree. Like a lot of the Olympic girls this year were saying like the stats are showing like there are a lot of people that want to watch women's hockey, and I think a lot of that is like getting people to kind of stand up for us, get us on TV. Even like Nesson's great, but I feel like the game that's happening like tonight, like it should be on national TV, and I think like it should be produced as much as like March Madness is right now. Like at least for like the biggest game of women's hockey this year, like it should be on big TVs. So also like camps, like I feel like a lot of my development was like going to things over the summer, going to like these big college like recruiting tournaments and camps and stuff. So I feel like the more girls that can be popping out to those type of things is like huge. So
yeah, absolutely. And obviously I believe the gold medal game between USA and Canada was like the most watched like hockey game, both men's and women's, like top 5 at least. I saw it somewhere. So obviously the numbers are there because that game was like 11 at night on a Wednesday night. So if that many people are watching that game at that time, just imagine if it was like on a Thursday night or something like that.
No, yeah, exactly. Like it went to like 1 a.m. on a school night, and like everybody was like waking up to watch it. So like the numbers are there. Like I think a lot of people just need to open their eyes and start like showing women on TV. And I think it won't be surprising that people want to watch it. So
yeah, definitely disappointing that the national championship game isn't on like a big channel. I think you have to pay to like watch it like on one.
So we're just like saying that.
Yeah, so our team like we want to represent, so we're gonna watch it all tonight. But like in order to watch it, one of us has to get like ESPNU or ESPN Plus, and I think that like we're watching regular tournament March Madness when there's a women's national championship game tonight that I think like the nation should be able to watch. So that's pretty disappointing. But like I think they're like leaders in USA and Canada hockey. Like the older generation, like those ladies are pretty strong, powerful people that I think like it'll come next year, or it'll come the year after that. They're gonna
sort of better. Yeah.
Obviously, this will be released after the championship game, but who do you have winning? Hopefully, this prediction holds up.
I'm gonna have to go with Ohio State. I have a couple good friends on that team, and they have like on paper they're an exceptional team. They've got like a lot of good girls on that roster. So,
all right, if you're taking Ohio State, I guess I'll take UMD.
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't expect UMD to get there, so why not have them win it? I guess.
Exactly.
Well, do you guys have any shout-outs you want to give to your teammates, family members, or friends before this interview ends? I know that we mentioned a few people throughout the interview, but if you want to shout them out again or say someone else, feel free to do that.
Definitely just like our whole team.
Yeah, like our whole team this year, like we've mentioned, like it's been such a great group this year, like especially our seniors.
Yeah, we love our seniors, we love our coaches, obviously like our parents, and thank you for having us.
Yeah,
like this was great.
Yeah, exactly. We love your podcast, and like what you do is great. So just like thank you so much for having us, and like I hope you like continue to do this. So
yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate your time. It means a lot to myself. I love talking to you guys and learning more about your team and just your hockey career. So thank you for your time. It really means a lot. I wish you guys all the best for the off season and for your sophomore years. I know you guys are going to kill it, and I know you guys will eventually beat my record for goals at the Hart Center. It's about time. So I want you to break that record as well, too. By the way, I'm not going to be that guy who doesn't want my record, but I want it to be broken. So, but thank you seriously for coming on, though. It really means a lot. And take care and stay safe and enjoy the off season. And I hope you guys have a great time doing whatever you want to do in the off season. Have some fun.
Yeah, thanks so much. Hope to see you at the Hart next season.
I will be definitely. Now, one thing